My oxygen level is 98. When I take the mask off, that level is 97 and 36, so it didn't change substantially. Traffic stops are a daily occurrence, so knowing what level of force to use,
ma'am, put your hands behind your back for me. Thank you.
could be the difference between life and death. To make sure that his belongings are safe, he's installed this new Ring doorbell, which allows him to see any and everyone who may be approaching his porch. It was a Delta flight, and they were actually not even able to land. They sent him right back to Atlanta. Now, as you can see here behind me, the white and yellow trucks, that's actually where the sinkhole is. Despite what either party says, one thing is clear. This picture opened the floodgates. An ounce of marijuana weighs just a little bit more than this AA battery I have. They catch you right at the door. They've got hand sanitizer and wipes. They've also got arrows on the ground to make sure customers are spaced out properly. Arrest warrants have been filed in D.C. for 2 Rocky Mount police officers, and neighbors here say that tensions are at an all-time high here in Franklin County. Now, according to those warrants, the 2 officers face 2 charges each: knowingly entering or remaining in a restricted building without lawful authority, and violent entry and disorderly conduct. Earlier this week, both officers released statements to me. Jacob Fracker saying in his, "I do not and probably will not ever understand why my expression of grief against what very many Americans would consider tyranny got turned into a racial debacle." And Thomas Robertson claiming, "I was in a place that I was let into by Capitol Police, who gave me a bottle of water and told us to stay within the roped areas." Now residents in Franklin County are split on whether or not justice is being served.
It's unfortunate, but I'm sure they just got caught up in the heat of the moment. And there was people there that was doing the rushing, and there was already people set there to do whatever damage it's going to do. I'm sure they just, when the gate was open, it's like cattle, they just drove on in.
I do feel like justice is going to be served. A lot of our cops here feel like they have immunity to the justice system, but they were proven wrong, so satisfying.
Rocky Mount Police did not offer any more than their 2-sentence press release, which you can find on our website. Town officials did not wish to say anything further. Now, I did reach out to both officers via Facebook, and it seems that both of them have deactivated their accounts. Live and local in Rocky Mount, Alexandria Savage, WFXR News. Roanoke Fire EMS officials tell us that the cause has been officially ruled accidental. Now, you can still smell the smoke in the air right here where I'm standing. The home behind me and the street were just lined with fire and EMS vehicles, as well as neighbors. We've actually run into the person living in the home, and we also ran into the next door neighbor, Timothy Gill, and he tells us that he had to depend on the kindness of strangers in order to help his niece and nephew, who he rescued from the building. Timothy Gill says he knew something was wrong when he smelled smoke.
I smelled something. I smelled something burning. And once I smelled something burning, I had to go get them and make sure they had clothes on, get their shoes on.
This fire was called a 2-alarm, meaning more people were brought out by Roanoke Fire EMS to respond. Nearly 40.
We had a nice lady that came by in a car, and she offered to let us sit in the car.
Becky Rudd made the call to 911.
I said, "Can I please just bring the kids, put them in my car?" "They're fine." I said, "You can trust me, they're fine."
Gill's family has lived in one of the homes that burned for about a decade.
It's unbelievable, especially right here at Christmas time.
He says now he and his neighbor have nothing left heading into the holiday.
Everything that they probably had ready for Christmas and what they've lost, you know, we've lost our presents now for the kids.
But he's happy they're all safe.
I haven't seen her for a while, so I don't know if they took her in the ambulance or what, but it's just, it's mind-boggling.
We need to get away from the stigma that women can't do the same things as men.
According to womeninfire.org, currently there are 11,000 women working as career firefighters nationwide. That includes the 2 who were training today right here in Roanoke.
The commitment, compassion, and courtesy to the city of Roanoke, that's all that matters.
Battling smoke,
Get in, get out quick,
and flames with their male counterparts.
Second floor access is right there.
My family doesn't live around here, but the family I have now are the people I work with.
Currently, there are 7 uniformed women working for the department, but department officials say they want to see more. The physical aspect of this job, though, is grueling. This pack alone weighs about 40 pounds.
You got to adapt to it. It's just what we do is we go through a grueling 22-week recruit school, so it teaches you how to do it.
Both are mothers joining the force to help others and inspire children like their own.
I have a daughter, and I want her to know that when she grows up, she can be anything she wants to be.
Every year, the number of female recruits on average ranges from just 0 to 2.
It's always few and far between, but you know, it takes the strongest to get through, and it doesn't matter who you are. As long as you can get the job done and go home to your family, that's all that counts.
Making their work count and paving the way for others. Local in Roanoke, Alexandria Savage, WFXR News.